do want to make a quick run to the store because I heard it was a sale, honey. So anytime it's a sale, I got to see what the sale is about. Bloop. I don't want this container to just be sitting on the ground. So what I want to do is I do want to prep some pot feet to kind of lift this and elevate it up. We are going to use a total of 4. So the color is very unique, very ornate, and I feel like we can match that. We're just going to have to give it a little bit of paint, a little bit of texture. We might not even have to do a little bit of texture, but I think I'm going to do a technique on this, and we'll be able to get our terracotta pot feet to mimic the color of this beautiful container. In the meantime, let's lift this up and set it to the side for now. We'll grab out some pot feet. Now we could go with something like this, more of a traditional pot feet. And I like these because it does already have the terracotta patina, that aged look that we all love. But I'm going to go with something more like this. So we'll grab these out. And we'll get 2 packs. If I can pick them up. If I'm painting something up, so in this case, instead of me just doing 4 pot feet, I'm actually going to do 3. Reason being is because for some containers, I will use 3 pot feet, and for other containers, I will use 4. So if I want to do a group of 3 and 3, then I'll have 2 sets already on hand. And I have tons and tons of pot feet, you all, in different shapes and sizes. I just love them. Very inexpensive to buy, and it only elevates your collection. They have some, I mean, it's just so many different type of pot feet. And all of these can fit on top of here. And I love these because they have the writing in there. I just love it. It's just the little details is going to help your container stand out. Let's prep the paint. We'll get our gloves on. This is the consistency of our paint. This is what it looks like. It looks like a pea green, but I think you'll like the way that everything is going to dry onto the terracotta. All right, so I'm just going to take a chip brush here. You can get these for very inexpensive to very expensive. the pot feet are finished, let's move on to the next task. We can get something else done while these dry. Here's our dilemma for the fountain. So as I pull up, can you guys see that my plug is down there on the inside and it should be up this way? I think I can pull it through, to be honest. I think I could take like some type of plier and pull that out. Let's see. I want to see if the fountain, make sure the pump is actually working. So what I'll do is I'll just pour some water inside of this plastic container here. We'll test this, and then that way I'll know how much of an issue this is going to be to get this resolved. Pump is in working order. Can stand to be cleaned out a bit. So when you get your fountain pumps, make sure that if the water reservoir is low, the fountain pump will not go. So like for example, it's not going to go, it doesn't burn out the motor. We put it back down in there and it still works. So now I need to get the plunger out the bottom side. The pot feet have started to dry, and you can start to see more of that transition to the color that we need it to be, to more closely link and tie everything in together. Now, I think in order to best get a better visual of how this looks, we're going to swoop these along on the side here so you can see them up close. Come in, look at this. This is what it looks like before it dries. You can definitely see the different color variations, the same as you have on the container here. Now, I could continue to work with this a little bit more, but I'm pretty satisfied. So we're going to let this dry, and you can see how no two are alike. Each one is different. It's going to be the same thing with your aged terracotta. Each piece of terracotta is going to be aged completely different than the terracotta pot sitting right beside it. And that's what we want to emulate here. It's just the right amount of aging. So if we get up close here, you can see it's not all one color. It's a depth in the colors here. Same thing right here. It's not all one color. It's a depth. All right, so the top is off. Now it's all the way down there in the bottom that we got to get in and get that out. Y'all, So I have the plunger out, but now I've knocked down one of the shims inside of there. Oh. There is a gap big as day. So we're going to take these toilet shims and stick those right up underneath here, because when I push down, it's moving. It shouldn't be like that. It hasn't been like that. So in order to stabilize this, we will just put a shim right here. And so now we get no more movement. And that's without even putting a level on it. We'll start planting this up. We emptied out all of the soil, so we're going to go back in with fresh soil. And then we're going to, matter of fact, let's just get busy because we have another project to do. And I do want to make a quick run to the store because I heard it was a sale, honey. So anytime it's a sale, I got to see what the sale is about. Bloop! Over top, this is what we're looking like. Even balance. This is going to be so gorgeous, you all. I'm going to pick up some tomatoes, so I want to go with the Lemon Boy. We'll get 2 of these. This one looks pretty good, so we'll go with this. Also want to get some bush early girls. And here's some more. This looks pretty good. Just need one more early girl. More and more is becoming important for us to grow our own food. When I heard that Lowe's had tomatoes on sale 3 for $10, I jumped at the start. And yes, while these might not be my own tomatoes that I started organically in my garden, I'm still going to reap the benefit of growing these alone. So I'm going to prep the bed and then we'll start planting. When I dig my holes for my tomatoes, I like to make sure they're very deep, and I'll show you why in just a second. Now, my supplies that I have here, you'll see in this Terra Cotta bowl, I do have some eggs. And then in addition to eggs, I have some starter fertilizer, Biotone, and then I have my tomatoes. Now, if we grab one of these out and we put this down in the hole, you'll see that this is extremely too deep of a hole, but I want it deep because what we're going to do, we are going to utilize the plant. Now this variety is a lemon boy. It's an indeterminate. I'm going to pop off this side. I'm going to take all the leaves off. We're going to take this off as well, and we're going to take this one off right here as well. And we are also going to take, let's see, yep, we're going to take this one off as well too, okay? And so now this is going to become our roots. Let's go ahead and let's pull these off too. So now what we'll do is we'll take an egg, drop the egg down in the hole. Now we're going to take and going to crack the egg open, okay? We're going to take some Biotone starter fertilizer. We're going to put some down in the hole. Then we are also going to take, we're going to put this down in here just like that. Backfill. And actually it could go deeper. Let's pull this out. Let's avoid the egg. Just like that. Now do you see the difference? This is my original soil, you all. See that clay? Clay. these now become my free tomato plants. Tomato plants propagate very easy. So these are my extra plants of the lemon boy. So I'm going to just set those right there. These are dry. You can put a sealer over these. I like to wait a little bit. I like to let them wear a little bit, and then I'll decide if I'll go in and need to touch up anything or if I like the way that it ages. Thought I would show you all what they look like. So here we are. I feel like it's a pretty good match. We'll see. This is the final look of the aged. It's very easy to do a distressed look on Terra Cotta. And here's the other one. Each one is different, and that's what you want. You want it to look different. I love these feet. Ooh, honey is heavy.